He's one of our guys out there in Stellar Ireland, Stellar Global. Man, thanks for coming in and hanging out with me today, Fergal.
Thank you very much for having me, Sam. Good to finally talk.
Yes. We've for those of you who don't know at home, we set up this thing called Stellar Global, and it has really been something that has been created from feedback in the community. As Stellar glows globally, we try to figure out a ways to allow everybody to have their own vibe, their own culture, their own different needs met, but at the same time in one cohesive chat room, so to speak. Right now we're on Discord, so that we can all communicate and we can help each other across the globe to help spread the Stellar network. So, what are you known as online? Is what is your Twitter name, your Discord name, so people can find you?
So you can find me Stella Ireland on Discord is my channel. So once you get into Discord under Stellar Global, come join me under Stella Ireland, and you should find me.
There you go. And we are going to have a link here when this goes live online, so that way everybody can sign up. So, what part of the world are you located in? We know you're in Ireland, but I'm sure there's a lot of places in Ireland. What part of Ireland are you located?
So I'm located down south. It's called Cork. So some people call it the Rebel County. So
The
it's
Rebel Country. That's why. Hey, that's
yeah,
why I like you so much, man.
home of Middleton Irish whiskey. So if you like whiskey,
Yes,
we
I
have
love
Middleton
whiskey.
Irish whiskey. So it's a famous place for whiskey. And Blarney Castle. So some people come to the castle to get the gift of the gab. So
Uh
that's
huh.
very popular, especially with Americans. So we're basically the second city in Ireland. There's about 200,000 people. So it's a small city
Wow.
compared to Dublin, but it's nice. Lots of things to do.
Wow. That's cool, man. That's cool. I'm here in the States. I went ahead and I got my lovely USA hat on today. Um, we're the home of boiled peanuts, uh, college football, Nick Saban, Outcast, the Super Bowl.
Yes,
And yeah, you have to come out here, man. We love college football out here. So, when you come down to the states, I have to take you to some good games, man. Some good games.
definitely. I would like to see that.
What is the sport out in Ireland?
So in sport, it's called Gaelic football and hurling. So Gaelic football is it's hard to describe. It's very physical. It's like American football. There's one
Uh
version
huh.
of it, and then hurling. It's like I suppose you might think lacrosse from your side. We use sticks, and you have to score points and goals. So
Okay.
it's extremely tough sport. So
Wow.
I
Wow.
recommend it. Go check it out on YouTube. Watch some videos. You will be impressed.
Okay.
It's very physical, very tough, very intense. But it's the national sport here, so we love it here.
Nice. So, I was going to talk to you, so I was taking some notes here. Now, I learned somewhere that we can thank Ireland for Halloween. Is that true? You guys have a festival called Samhain or Samhain. Is that correct?
Well, we have Halloween, yes. So that's obviously a pagan festival. So it's just getting really popular in the last few years. But
Okay.
because of COVID-19, I think Halloween might be cancelled. There'll be no trick or treating. So it's going to be
Hey,
unusual
listen,
this year.
I'm with you, man. I'm keeping the kids inside. We'll watch some movies or something. But I figure it's only 1 year. Yeah, I'll take I won't take any chances this year.
Yeah,
Get some movies
fingers
going.
crossed everything will be back to normal next year, hopefully.
Yes. How is COVID over there right now? Are you guys shut down or how was it the status?
Yeah, so they've just announced a 6 week lockdown. So you can only go 3 miles from your home. Just essential businesses are opened. So all pubs, shops, everything, restaurants, everything closed.
Wow.
So the
Wow.
all sports are cancelled. It's only elite
Uh-huh.
sports allowed to happen. So any local amateur sports, everything is cancelled. So
Wow.
it's tough.
Okay.
It's tough.
Now, you guys are the home of Bram Stoker. He's actually from Dublin, I'm reading here, right?
Yeah, definitely. So you can come and
Yeah.
visit. There's lots of museums up in Dublin. So next time you're over, I'll have to take you to all these places.
And I love art. You know, if you follow my feed, I post music and I post art a lot. I love art. So, you know, whenever I go somewhere, my family gets annoyed because I'm the one that wants to see every single site there is. So, yes, I want to see every museum, all the castles, everything when I get there.
Yes, no, there's lots of castles. I think Matt Damon is over here filming in a castle at the moment. So he's in the
Matt Damon?
newspapers. Yes, he's doing a
That's what I'm
Hollywood
talking
movie.
about.
Yeah,
Oh,
over
okay.
in castles. So I think it's being released next year. So keep an eye out for that.
What was that? My wife loved this movie. He was in the movie where he was like the spy or the government agent or something like that. What was that movie called?
The Bourne Identity, is it?
Born Identity.
Bourne
Yes,
Identity, yeah.
yes, yes,
It was on
yes, yes,
TV
yes,
last night.
yes, 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 yes. I forever see him as that guy. And
Yeah,
now, okay, this
Jason
was
Bourne.
something I thought was interesting too. Was that um, Ireland is the sixth in consumption worldwide for beer, but third for consumption of tea. For some reason, I thought that Ireland it would be flipped maybe. You know, I thought so. But you guys are a whiskey town. Is that what it is, right?
We're a whiskey town, but everybody here drinks tea. Most people could have 10 or 15 cups of tea. When you come to visit, you'll be offered a cup of tea and then a pint of Guinness.
Yeah. No, that's not bad. That's not bad. My parents are from the Caribbean islands, and so even to this day, I have tea. I have a cup of tea every night. So I'll fit right in on that. I think I like that actually. Do you guys have any particular flavor of tea, or is it just kind of straightforward? What is it?
No, it's just basically two main brands. There's Barry's tea and Lyons tea. If you're down south, you drink Barry's tea. If you're in Dublin, you drink Lyons tea. So that's how you know where you're from. You'll be asked, do you want the Barry's tea or do you want Lyons tea? Then people will know where you're from.
I like that. I like that. I like that. All right. So, how did you get first introduced to blockchain?
I was thinking about that. It's probably 2013, 2014. Is because basically all the exchange, the hacks that were happening, we heard of Silk Road. So it's kind of all negative press that you would read in the papers. But then obviously that got me interested. So I wanted to see what was the technology behind it. So
Mm-hmm.
started off with the bad press, but then that's what got me interested in reading up about blockchain. So that's kind
Okay.
of how I got involved in it.
Okay, that's neat. And how did you first find out about Stellar?
Stellar, very interesting. Do you know of the company Stripe? Have you heard of Stripe?
Yes, Stripe was actually one of the first investors in Stellar. That's correct.
Yes,
Ding, ding,
yes. So
ding.
the founders of Stripe are Irish, so Patrick and John. So that's how I got
Ah.
involved. So basically, way back in 2014, in the papers in Ireland, it was announced that Stripe had invested in Stellar, and
Okay.
that's how I got interested or involved because I'd been following Stripe for years and years. Basically, Patrick had won a national competition here, I think when he was
Okay.
16. So that made all the newspapers. So I've been following him ever since. So then once they announced that they were investing in Stellar, I decided to join up,
Uh
sign
huh.
up, and see everything about Stellar. So that's basically
Okay.
how I got involved, basically thanks to Stripe.
Wow. So, hey, shout out to Stripe. We appreciate you bringing us Fur because he's been a great member of the community. Thank you.
All right,
So,
thank
all
you
right.
very much.
All right. So, and that kind of leads into the next one is, so you got introduced to Stellar, kind of like myself, there's a lot of different projects out there. What do you think attracted you to being so involved? I mean, when Stellar Global started off, you were one of the first people to wave your hand and said, "Hey, look, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna get involved and help." And I appreciate you so much with that. What was it about the Stellar community that attracted you to do that?
I just wanted to get involved. I believed in Stellar, and once you set up Stellar Global, I saw there were members all around the world. So there's Turkey, Austria, America, Korea, every place. So I just wanted to get involved, to talk to different people. And then obviously over the last few years, there've been so many great products built on Stellar. There's like Vibrant, D-Stock, Satoshi Pay, LifeMint. There's so many. TFC,
Yeah,
Stellar Quest, which has just started up. So I've joined
yeah, yeah,
Stellar
yeah.
Quest there the last few weeks. So I've been doing those challenges. So I'm very happy with that. And also maybe the Akon City, that'll be interesting to see what happens there. So
Uh
there's a
huh.
lot of exciting things happening. So I just want to be part of it.
That's great. That's great. Yes, man, and shout out to everybody like you mentioned. You got Stellar Korea. J7 has been real instrumental from the start with a lot of feedback on communities. You mentioned Turkey, Amir. There's so many. Austria. Everybody's been so great. I'm really having a good time. Um, so you got Stellar Island. Um, is there a pretty much is there like an active blockchain scene? Tech scene in Ireland. You mentioned Stripe, which makes me feel like there's at least a huge incubator, if anything.
Yeah, no, there's a good few things happening. Actually, next month there's a blockchain summit Ireland.
Okay.
So if you want to sign up, I think I'm not sure if it's free or you have to pay, but that's happening next month. And there's also
Okay.
FinTech Ireland, which kind of links all the from helps promote those FinTech companies. So that's a good place to see what's happening. Also, I think Deloitte they have a blockchain lab based out in Dublin, and I also saw Block Damon. I think that's the crowd where you can spin up Stellar nodes. I think they have an office in Galway. So there's a lot of things
Wow.
happening.
So hey, man, Ireland, man, we love you guys. I mean that sounds like a really big scene, and so reach out to Fergal. We got it. Go on Discord. Stellar Global's there. You'll see members of SDF coming in and out. It'll be great. We'd love to have more members, out there. Um, and so, we mentioned Stellar Global, how they can go ahead and sign up. What would you like to see the community grow to? Like, what do you have a vision kind of looking forward to what you'd like to see, as a Stellar Ireland community out there in Ireland?
Yeah, with Stellar Ireland, I just want more people to get involved. If people are interested in blockchain and Stellar, come join us on Discord. The more the merrier. Happy for
Mm-hmm.
people to join. So we're just starting off. So I want us to be up there in the top 3, 4 countries under the Stellar
Right.
Global. So I'd like to
Awesome.
have lots of members who have ideas. You don't need to be a developer. You can just be somebody who's interested. And we just
Mm-hmm.
help share the information between all people.
Yeah,
So
you're
that's
absolutely right. And for everybody out there, I'm not a developer. I'm more of on the business side, on the entrepreneur side, and so there's like you said, a lot of ways that you can get involved. Even if you are attracted to the vision of Stellar and you want to help just inspire others in the community that you're from, get involved. Get involved. We definitely want you. What excites you? Talking about that. I mean, what excites you about the potential of Stellar?
For me, it's obviously the cross-border payments because I'm just
Okay.
thinking, for example, in Ireland, down south, we use the euro, and in Northern Ireland, it's the pound. So straight away, there's two currencies. So I'm just thinking with stellar cross-border payments, it can make life so much simpler. So that's kind of what I'm looking for to just the cross-border payments, and obviously because it's going to be cheap. So that's what I'd like to see,
Right.
and I love this Vibrant app. If it got pushed out to everybody in the world, then we could all
Right.
use that to communicate or do transfers. That's what I would love to see.
No, that's great. That's great. What I love about the Stellar community is, you know, a lot of times in blockchain, all you hear about is when moon, right? It's all about just the token and the speculation, which I get. We all get that. But I didn't even think about it from your perspective that even in Ireland, you guys have to deal with cross-border payments on a regular basis. I didn't think about that.
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's great. There's a lot of great use cases for the Stellar protocol. So that's great. What feature? You said you liked the cross-border payments. What feature would you like to see on the network?
Well, not the feature, but I suppose I'd love to see a thing called maybe like a Stellar Academy. So there'd be more information training. So I'm thinking like maybe the Stellar could align themselves with a university or something like that and offer courses. I'm thinking like how to things like that, or Stellar 101, or I'm thinking examples like how to build a Stellar node for people who aren't technically minded. Just I think that'd be
Okay.
something great. Like they call it Stellar Academy. I'm thinking like that.
I like that. I like that. So SDF, you listening out there? Stellar Academy. I think that's a great idea. The Stellar Quest is a good example of that. When I was talking with Tyler yesterday, I want to say he's had about over 800 people without any sort of advertising or anything. Over 800 people get involved, and his
Wow.
Discord room is over 200 people. It's probably higher now as we talk. So it definitely shows like yourself that there's a demand for education, and that is exciting. That is exciting.
Yes, definitely. Stellar Quest is a great idea. It's like people learning how to do things, maybe who aren't developers, but just have an interest to see how things work. So that's why I think
Right.
Stellar Quest is excellent.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So 2020 has been a big year for the SDF. Going into Meridian last year, at the very beginning, even when we started Stellar Global, Stellar was still kind of under the radar. They were behind the scenes doing a lot of work, but this year there's been a lot of major steps. Danelle has been incredible as a leader for the community, creating this very inclusive world. What was one of the most exciting developments that you were able to witness?
One of the most exciting things is probably the key-based management, where
Yeah.
it's used with Vibrant is where you don't need to know these long private keys. It's just done automatically, and just say for the normal people, they don't need to know about recovery. They just need their telephone number or something like that, and it's all managed behind you. So that's kind of what I love. And obviously, there's some exciting uh, just products like, as I say, the football kind, which I am mad into sports, so I'm really enjoying the
Okay.
football kind.
Oh,
So
is that
they're
TFC?
TFC, yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shout out to TFC. Did you? I was able to speak with Steve. Man, he's a brilliant guy, and I really think there's no limit to where that community is gonna go.
Yeah, I listened to that podcast. I remember you were talking about the beaches in Cyprus.
Yes.
The beaches in Ireland are amazing as well, except we don't get the weather.
Oh, well, hey, well, take me to
It's
the beach,
freezing
man.
here.
Hey, listen, I love the water. I'll be honest, even if it's cold, if I can just have a room with a view of the water, I'm in heaven. So,
Yeah,
hey,
we have the best beaches in Europe, except the weather is
okay,
very bad.
okay, okay. Well, hey, I love it, man. I hope to visit everywhere and enjoy the beaches because I do love the beaches, man. That's something about me I love. So um, we're just want to wrap it up, man. If you had one message to the SDF, what would it be? What would it be?
Basically, keep up the good work. It's great to see that the team is getting bigger and there's more people joining all the time. So that's brilliant. I suppose one thing I liked, we'll probably see more marketing. I suppose we know about Stellar and Stellar Global, but a lot of my friends don't know anything about Stellar. So I would like to see maybe more marketing, just push to the non-techie people
Mm-hmm.
just to get it out. So that's what I'd be asking or hoping for. But then again,
Yeah.
as more and more people build on Stellar, the name should get out there anyway.
That is great. And that is one thing is that, being the Stellar's open, kind of like the internet, the more people that build on it, like TFC is a good example. I'm sure a lot of people that's using it have no idea they're using Stellar, which is not a bad thing. More people that get onto it, the more volume we have, the better we all can communicate. So great points, Fergal, man. This has been great. Once again, we're out here on Stellar Global. This is Fergal Murphy. He is in Stellar, Ireland. I'll put a link below this live feed with the link to take you to Stellar Discord, and hope you guys join. Hope you guys get involved. Spread the word. There's a lot of action going on, and the more people, it's only going to push us even further. So, Fergal, it was great chatting with you. Everybody else.
One last thing.
Go ahead.
Before you finish, next year or the year after, you'll have to arrange a Stellar Global World Tour, documentary style.
Come visit
everybody.
Man. All right. Hey, listen, I think that's a good idea. Let's make it happen. So, Fergal put me on radar. Next year, we're going to work on a Stellar Global documentary. And I'm going to visit every single country, continent that is a member of Stellar Global, and we're going to record it. I think that's a good idea. Because, like you said, man, it's people, and I think that's the great thing about the Stellar community is the network is nothing without the people. You can have all the tech in the world, but if you don't have people that are like Fergal out there that are using it, spreading it, interacting on the network, what is it? It just sits there. So let's make that happen. And I'm gonna stop there and I'm gonna visit Ireland, the south side of Ireland.
Can't wait.
That's right. All right, my man. We're signing off. Take care, guys. Bye.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Sam. Bye.
See ya.